Today, I got a lot of things to clean up behind me, as you guys can tell. This is the aftermath from the Scion XB. Pretty much the project finished fully, completely. The Scion's all put back together. I still have it. It's up for sale right now. We do have a lot of things to take care of. Pretty much like all my tools just sitting on this table. But obviously before I put it back, I have to clean it up. So I clean it as I go. That's what we're gonna be taking care of today. It's pretty much just reorganizing the shop and then see if we can hopefully get in a car or two today. I need to do the oil changes on the WRX, the Benz, and the E36, which is gonna lead me to my next thing. That's gonna be the next car that we're tackling, guys. We have to order a few parts for the next projects that we have, so you guys probably won't be seeing nothing crazy with it. Most of these things are special order, so sometimes it could take a week, a few days, sometimes it takes 2 weeks. And that's just the name of the game sometimes, but the E36 is gonna be making a comeback for sure. It's just gonna be a matter of when the parts get here. Hopefully you guys are just as excited as I am to hop into that series, because I've been dying to work on this E36, man. That's my baby, that's the project. That's the thing that got us started with this whole shebang. I'm gonna shut my trap, get to cleaning these tools, organizing it all. Let's get it. I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse you guys. That way you guys get to see everything, but I don't get copyrighted for all the music I play. Gotta get the vibes going, you know what I mean?
Somebody told Georgia that I'm trying to indulge in that. Am I great rapper or UK blogger? I mention my name if you talk about the genre. So fuck it, I might
Whatever.
pretend it.
Alrighty guys, and that sums up pretty much cleaning up the toolbox. I do need a bigger toolbox. I didn't want to say that. I polished it up, or like not polished it, but you know, wiped it up, cleaned it up with a quick detailer, actually, funny enough. So pretty much this latch has been broken for a while, ever since I used to work at an auto shop. I don't know what happened to it, but the whole system broke, whatever. Anyway, so I have that magnet pretty much to help kind of like close the lid and keep it closed. And then I put all my sockets, all the quick like things that I grab most of the time. I also don't know where these two went, to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know if they're in another car, or I must have lost them at like a junkyard or something. I don't know. Point is, I'm missing a flathead and a screwdriver. It might even be in like one of my tool bags or toolboxes in these boxes right here. Pretty much just wanted to catch you guys up on. So we got the whole top organized. This whole thing is like extensions, miscellaneous stuff. You know, right here I used to have a lot of my pliers, but that was like useless space. So I ended up just putting my drill here. I do have like the regular drill. This is my, like, I guess impact drill is what I'm using it as right now. It's a hex bit drill. Got my, you know, handy flashlight and mini flashlights, UV lights, all that fun stuff. Utility knife, whatever, measuring tape, all that stuff, gloves. And it has the depth enough for it, so that kind of works really well. I also ended up doing like cleaning all of these, cleaning out the case a little bit, and then I put all my RTVs here for now. I need desperately to get a bigger toolbox, and that might come in a later video. This drawer is the one I missed. All these specific sockets for like axle nuts, things like that. That's pretty much all what they are for, and big subframe bolts, things like that. This is for my brakes, little punches and stuff. It's like I said, just miscellaneous, like sockets, specialty sockets. See, these are extraction sockets. These are also extraction sockets. And then I have like E-Torx, extended E-Torx. Yeah, then I got these hex bits. So I got those drawers set out. Now, bottom drawer was like a super big mess. Pretty much I was using it just to store like a lot of miscellaneous items. So like a lot of these had to come out. So that, like, there's just specialty tools, some of them, like this is for brakes, this is to gauge like brake calipers, and like just this wheel, this is a cutting wheel. I don't know why it's in there, but whatever. And then here, I pretty much just have my hammers, all my dead blows, my regular hammers, extension, like pretty much all the hefty boy stuff. Guys, I don't know if you guys could tell, but it is super freaking cold right now. It's been snowing, rain, snow, super like on and off. It's crazy. But we were just at 80 degrees last weekend. It's crazy cold in here, guys. Hopefully that captured it for y'all, but it's nuts. So I've kind of been putting it off just this past week. I wanted to do it earlier week, but it kept raining, whatever. But I'm getting to that point where I absolutely need to do the oil changes on all the cars. Just got to get a lot of this stuff out of the way, cleaned up, reset, and ready to go for the next project. And I do definitely need a bigger toolbox, that's for dang sure. I've collected enough tools and outgrown this one, which is crazy to say because it's my first toolbox that I ever bought. And I remember having like a little chest, like that was like my first ever toolbox. It was funny. Today we pulled up to a little WeatherTech meet, nice, bright and sunny. There's a lot of people who are interested in coming and whatever. There's not too many people right now, but there's still like 5 minutes until technically like it starts, but people roll in pretty late still. There's a lot of parking still open and left, but we're gonna check out everything that's around. There's a lot of cool cars out right now. We already secured the coffee. I got Mal with me. She's probably gonna be holding the camera a lot. I'm putting these little things on just so like people get an idea of what WeatherTech can look like. My dogs, when I have them in the car, I'll put the window down. That way these little plastic things, they don't really scratch up the window, but just to prevent it from, I just put down the window wherever I want to set it to. Like normally it's like halfway or like, you know, a quarter of the way down left, and then I'll put this cover on so my dogs don't scratch up the doors. And two, we got WeatherTech mats in the back and in the front. What are we gonna go check out first? I want to go check out this Nissan, this Nismo. Ooh, damn, carbon fiber. The wing is hard. The wing is sick. That's interesting. It's like a swan neck kinda. I wonder if that's factory too. I would assume so. Given the weave, it matches very well. The whole weave of that's the beauty about like OEM carbon fibers. It's all gonna be like one pattern. Hopefully you guys can catch that well, but these vented fenders are super sick. I like this carbon fiber. I'd like to do something like that for the E36 and like cut into the fenders. It just makes the body lines look more like aggressive, you know? It adds that little like oomph without doing too much. And then the carbon fiber on the actual hood. Oh, I like the honeycomb daytime running lights. Pretty cool, huh? That's like a candy apple red.
That's nice.
It's a very nice red. It looks just like standard, but it's like very like glossy, high gloss glitter type of deal. Yeah, it like matches all throughout. Red stripe on the bottom. Also, check out the interior to match. Oh my, just Alcantara on the dash. That is nuts. And then the carbon fiber roof, of course. CTSVs. Ooh, that one has the carbon fiber buckets on it too. This one too. Yeah, red seat belts, buckets, the carbon fiber back buckets.
Dang, that's nice.
And it's manual transmission too. See, this one's automatic. Have the paddle shifters. It's a little bit different on the steering wheel, just a little bit. But you gotta put more in it for the paddle shifters. I did not know that though. The supercharger gets color matched unless they probably did that aftermarket actually, now looking at it. A red GTR, it's a standard. Standard, not too bad. It's nice. It's not as nice as Nismo, but it's nice. This is interesting. I wonder when this was made, like in the late 80s maybe? Or early 90s? Gap City, son. Look at that. Got the chute. Got twins. It's fully caged. It's fully caged and has a bucket, so for sure it's a dragster. Has the transmission for it and all. Oh, they took off the filters for the turbo? What the heck? Oh, it probably looks more aggressive that way too. Another dragster? Nah, this one's just a show car. There's no way. Yeah, they definitely don't race it. You would have seen so much muck thrown up in. So, guys, the way you could tell a lot of people, like if they really race their car, if they just have it for show, if you look on the inner fender, on the rear tires, you'll normally see a lot of like gunk from the tires, just like all this crap splashed up on there. And whenever it's not there, it's more show car than anything, but still very nice. But look at that engine bay. Ew. The gloss paint match on the inside just goes crazy. I love that. I really want to do that to the E36. I can't wait. E30 M3, yeah, that's fully redid. That's cool. I like how they took the little inserts and like redid the leather on the doors. So look, the rear is original. I don't know if you can see how like faded it is. So whenever you look down here, it's a lot more faded, right? And then right there, that's like redid leather on the actual door, and then the Mocha insert was done, obviously aftermarket, but it looks so clean. They did a great job with it. They just reskinned the seats, pretty much is all they did. And it just brings it back to life. It's crazy what a nice interior can make a car look like. This, for example, like the shift knob and the steering wheel look like very clapped and old. But like imagine those if they were like new, right? This whole car would look like it's been mint condition. It's crazy. The paint on this thing though, it's like a British racing green. It's super nice. It has this like sparkle to it. I wonder if they resprayed this or if this is like the original paint. These pinstripes say it's not the original paint because these look very new. There would have been like pieces that might have chipped. But if this is original, dude, props for keeping it this mint of condition. You can tell they care about it. That's a flex. I want to tell you guys, this, to have that in a complete set is a flex nowadays. Like I have this in my E36, but I'm missing like a couple of the like wrenches and pliers.
But you still have some of the tools?
Yeah, some of them, yeah. Like the little like tow hooks that you can take off and just screw into your car. Like if you need to tow it in a pinch, I have those original. Look, that's the tow hook right there. That's the OEM tow hook. Yeah, the owner's manual, I have that. I can flex that on the E36. The OEM, all the OEM owner's manuals. And then the original from when they bought it. This thing is clean. Definitely one of my favorite. Yo, what the fuck? Guys, this is a 5 CD player. 5 or 6, something like that you can fit. But that's an original CD player that was sold as an option for this generation of cars and in the E36 as well. I have the catalog that shows that as a piece that you could have optioned it with back then, or you could have bought it aftermarket still and installed it. It's super crazy that like
that actually has it.
They have it. I do have the original jack though, like that one. You just wind it. It's crazy. Here in America, we get like the little jacks. You have to like crank them too. These ones are cool. They already come with like the little handle attached, so you literally just like put it in the side and then just start wheeling it up if you ever like need a tire change real quick.
I like this one.
You like this Lexus out of all of them?
Well, not out of all of them, but.
Ooh, the red guts. That's hard. Red guts with the black dash is just chef's kiss. I don't know. There's a special place in my heart for these G8 GTs. They're fire, man. And big body boys. All carbon fiber hood cowl. Damn. And then like the clean headlights, it really gives this car a crazy look. I know black paint is hard to keep up with. You see all the rock chips on like the bottom lip right here, but still super nice. And the wheels on this, like the wheel choice actually goes really well. You would think it's more like, me personally, I think they're more like JDM, Euro cars. It's more fitting, but they made it work on a muscle car and it looks really good. Also has a little carbon fiber wing. I don't know if that's specific to the G8s, but has like the loops in between, like the little, like that one just has a duck bill, just a straight duck bill, and that's it. Also, these guys have the exact same tail lights.
They must be friends.
Must be homies. This guy is on slicks. Those wheels are cool. VMS race wheels. The GTO. I think these came with the, this is the 5.7 or the 6.0? 6.0 LS2. I don't know, me personally, these like drive a lot and feel a lot, kind of like the Corvettes, like the old C5s and C6s. Not necessarily C6, more like a C5, I'll say. If I ever own a muscle car, this might be the route I would go. I don't know, they just look super clean. It's crazy though, the paint on this car, it has like so many different hues. Like it's like sunburnt more towards the front and like the rear is very like glossy and nice. But that's original paint though. That's in really good condition. For being original paint, it's not very often you see that. Look at this Supra right here. Takeda exhaust. I like this honeycomb carbon fiber weave duckbill. Isn't that crazy? And then the matching steering wheel shifter paddles. The little the little hoodie. I'm glad we got here when we did early enough, guys, because we actually got parking in like a pretty nice spot, and it's like right in the front of the facility. We're also gonna go try to check out if we could get into the facility or like get a little tour in the inside. That would be cool for you guys. I didn't even know that it's only like 40 minutes from where I live that we have a WeatherTech factory store. Like, who would have thought? Focus RS, give a little love to these boys right here. These are fun. These are cool. They're front wheel drive turboed cars. I mean, they're quick for what they are, honestly. And they make all the fun bells and whistle noises, which is also like what you get a lot of enjoyment from most of the time driving. Just cruising, fun. I wish I knew more about these old schools too. Like, I know there's like 392s and 370s, like all these like Chevy blocks and stuff, but I don't know enough to really give you guys a rundown. I just think they look freaking cool, and a lot of the fabrication that goes into them too is crazy. Look at this buggy. That is so cool. Down in Mexico, they do I think they call it the Baja race, and it's pretty much just a lot of these Beetles that go like off-roading through off-road terrain, and it's just all Beetle. Anything to do to get the shot. My boy's really working the angles, you know what I'm saying? This fool's running the Honda 2000. The Honda S2Ks, guys. One crazy carbon fiber front end, the other one just gloss black. But look at this. I like that little angled hood thing going on. Guys, shows you a little bit of that Gap sauce juice right there. And then this one, that looks super aggressive too. I wonder what this is from. That on purpose? Yeah, it is. It's like a little like it's like bumped to the top. It's crazy. There's like this like little like lift on the hood, but that's on purpose. So I think it's for clearance for something down there. Both soft tops too. Full LED light. Voltex race wing. I like the tail lights on this one. I need to go check that out. This is crazy. All the purple and glitter. I like the harness setup in here. That's super cool. Steering wheel goes hard, huh? A few carbon fiber accents here and there. I didn't even see the carbon fiber hood. That's freaking awesome. Ooh, this is nice. This blue is so nice. Like, hopefully it follows. Oh yeah, it shows it right here on camera, but like you follow it and the color changes completely. Like, it's so nice. And then the OEM wing, FK8s go crazy. Right next to a 350Z carbon fiber on the fenders over here. So we got this other FK8 right over here. Bronze wheels, maroon finish. I think this is, yeah, it's definitely a wrap. So this is a wrap for sure. On the red here, you can kind of see it right here. Cool. Then you got this Toyota Camry right here. Got a nice little diffuser on it, an exhaust kit, swan neck wing, wide bodied. This hood is nice though. Dude, for a Camry, this is crazy. I really like that hood style though. This center piece right here, they came out with something like that for the VBW RXs. And I'm really liking that style of hood, because typically you would see something like this one over here, and it's like, you know, triple vents on each side and then like the center intake, but they have one to where it's literally backwards scoop, so it like exhausts all the heat out of the car, which I think is really cool. Especially if you have like a front mount intercooler or something, you have all the air going in and pushing hot air on the backside, so that kind of helps like keep the engine bay a little cooler. And it also gives like a good little flare, but it's not too much going on and not a typical scoop. I've only seen like 2 other cars on social media right now that look like that, with a VBW RX and like that type of hood scoop or reverse scoop. These VBW RXs are super nice though. Once you, like when I see somebody else's, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And it's like weird to think that it's like I also have one. Stock, but super shiny, super clean. Looks well maintained. RS4. I've seen this one. This one goes to a lot of me. See me pulling up. Oh dang, the rear glass goes back like that. Stock. Look, it like dips. Even the other side, like dips forward. That's interesting. The Brid seats. Oh, those are hard. Matches the rear too. It's like the gray insert finish. So like with the Brid seats on the front. I wonder if those are OEM or not. I also love the twist of wheels. Workmeisters. All right guys, so I just got like a small peek at everything as I went to the restroom real quick, but I wanted to bring you guys along with just to show you guys the full facility and like a small real like walkthrough of what it's like. I've never been here, never seen it, and I wanted to show you guys kind of like what's up in here and how it looks. So there's like dual doors, you know, it's like you're going into a grocery store, but not, you know. Got these ramps right here. I didn't even know WeatherTech made these. That's very nice. If you have dogs, it's like really good for their joints and stuff to not be like jumping up and down too much. I mean, dogs were kind of meant to do that, but it helps them, especially if you have older dogs. That's where it really comes into play. Look at that, they even got the little mat so it don't scuff up your stuff. Pet barrier. They make a lot of stuff. I didn't realize how many things they made for like pets and stuff. Christmas tree mat. Born to be wild. Pose your pick and tag WeatherTech. All right, go ahead, pose, Mel. You're no fun. Like, you got liners for the sink and stuff. Put your sponges there. Oh, look, for under the sink, the liners. They got them right here. They got a nice little Bronco. This is a Bronco Raptor. That's cool. Got all the seat protective stuff. Got car cushions now. It's crazy when like you think a company like only makes one thing or starts with one thing, like, you know, the mats. And this is what's cool about them. So I'm gonna just jump to this. like they have this like kind of bowl to them. So like if you ever spill something or like your feet are like super dirty or it's raining or it's snowing and the snow melts, it like stays stuck in like the center of it. It kind of like is a bowl to catch all the dirtiness. So that's what's really nice about WeatherTech mats. It's super cool. They're super like utility based, I guess, and like they're actually useful, which is really nice because there's not too many other people that offer them. And even OEM stuff, sad to say, but a lot of people just make like flat rubber mats because they're cheaper. These ones take 3D imaging scanning to make sure everything comes out exactly to like, it's a silhouette essentially. It has to follow the contours of all the body lines inside the car and work with everything inside the car. So yeah, WeatherTech is where it's at. Outdoor mats. Yeah, they make outdoor mats. Look at this closet mat for like a mud room or something, you know what I mean? Just look at this. These little rubber grips. These are like safety grips, really. Ain't that cool, huh? As soon as you come in, like that's what they're gonna touch.
Back door.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, rubber mats is where it's at, guys. This is like, especially, it's the generation where like everybody has dogs, not kids, right? Or like majority right now. And you gotta have stuff like this to keep your house clean. Otherwise you're like sweeping and mopping every like second day or every day for that matter. Oh, they interlink? That's cool. This is the back seat cover. Just in case you got kids. I know kids like to like swing their feet and like flick and stuff. So this is perfect for that. Bed liner right here. This is the bed cover. They make bed covers now. This facility, I'm madly fascinated by it. Let me just give you guys a quick panel of kind of how everything looks. They got F1 races going on, obviously replays, but you got an i8 sitting on top of their offices. Like, that is insane. Look, they make phone holders. They make dog bowls. Like, what? That is nuts. License plate frame cover. They got these rubber mats right here if you got kiddos and stuff. They're spilling stuff all over the place. Keep your car clean. So I'm like super fascinated right now with everything. That's a crazy flex. WeatherTech Cafe. That's super cool. Ooh, you must really like Beamer, huh? Got it with all the carbon fiber accents. This is a sweet bike. I like it. I've always wanted a bike, but Mallory tells me, nah. Honestly, it's probably for the better. Your boy will yeet himself. Super sick facility.